Welcome everyone to Inspired Woman TV with Ruth Stutgen, and it's our Saturday night live with I'm chatting to Mun Bau from Catalonia in Europe, in Spain. And I'm excited to be here with you this evening, and I'm looking forward to hearing what Mun has to share this evening. So I am your host and producer of Inspired Woman TV, and the show is all about giving women entrepreneurs, women leaders, the platform to share their wisdom, to inspire and encourage other women from all over the world, women and girls. So tonight's guest, as I mentioned before, is Mun from Catalonia, and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself. So you take it away, Mun.
Okay, thank you very much, Ruth, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be live in Oz, all the way from Europe. Yes, as you mentioned, my name is Mun Bau. Mun is short for Munsa, which is a well-known Catalan name. And what can I say about me? I'm an entrepreneur, that's for real, even though I worked for many years as a consultant in tourism and marketing. My background is biology. I'm actually a biologist, a biochemist, but you know how I take you in these roller coasters sometimes and you end up doing things that you never thought you'd do. And I've always tried to pursue different projects. I'm a person that gets kind of bored when I've been doing the same for a long time. So I'm always looking for new horizons to where I can land my dreams. That said, I like traveling a lot. I like meeting new people, new cultures. I love reading, as you can see, you know, this is not like a fake background. This is my office. And I guess the reason I'm here today is to talk about my new project, which is related to women. I live one foot in Europe, one foot in Australia, because my partner is Australian. And at the moment we are in Europe because we were stuck here because of the current pandemic situation. So Ruth, I don't know if you'd like me to just...
Yeah, that's fine. That's very interesting.
Something else? Yeah.
That's good. Thank you so much. And you said you lived in Australia before?
Yes, I lived there from 2017 or 16 till mid 2019. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's great. Thank you so much. So what is important for you in your life?
As I said, if I had to describe it in one word, my key word would be freedom. I just love to have the potential to do as I please. I guess everyone is like that, you know. I guess people tend to also get their way, but I just like to start projects and just develop them and then maybe move to the next. I love traveling, which comes with freedom, obviously. And I really like to, when I go somewhere new, I just like to get to know the culture. I like to get to know the people. I just don't like being a tourist, like going and checking the icons in whatever region I am and then just go. I just like to learn and just take that with me. And I believe there is a lot to learn from others, especially when there are different cultures and different religions and different backgrounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, traveling and being able to be my own boss and to do the things that I like, this is what I value most in my life.
Yeah. So what does it feel like now when you are a bit limited with the current global situation?
It's been tough. I'll admit to that because I'm not a person that stays too long in the same spot unless the project I'm working on requires.
Yeah.
And obviously I wasn't working in any real project when the pandemic hit here. So I think it's been now a year and a half almost that I haven't had the capacity to travel, and I'm finding that very hard. Obviously, as a marketer and brander, specialized on the tourism industry, what happened is my clients had to shut down their businesses, and when my clients, shut down their businesses, I go out of business as well. And that looked very bad at the moment when it happened, but truth is I'm very grateful because Grace of No Age was born out of this situation, because I had to rethink what I do next. My everyday business was gone.
Yes.
Obviously, I needed to make money. I needed to get myself involved in something. So just one fine day, Grace of Knowledge crossed my mind and I started working on it. I was lucky I could find an investor who's been helping in the project. She's a good friend. She lives in America and she doesn't like to be visible. That's why you won't find her name or anything anywhere. She likes to remain anonymous, but she's been a massive help to the project. It couldn't have been possible without her. So I started working. So that's all I've been doing since March 2020, working on this project. And obviously I also teach at the university, which didn't go out of business because all we did was to go online instead of just going to teach at the building.
Yeah.
And yeah, um, that's what's happened. So
Yeah.
just
That's
other than staying put on a place, which is Girona, which is a wonderful city, so surrounded by mountains and lakes, and we're very close to the beach, amazing beaches. So I don't think I can complain. It's been not that bad for me.
yeah. So you found a way out of the depths of despair,
Yeah.
and you were able to kind of, something came across for you that you could change your life with, right? And also the lives of others. So tell me a bit more about this project, Grace of Age. What does that involve? What were you actually doing? I'd be interested to know what you were doing when it actually came to you. How did it come to you?
Okay. It's a very funny story I keep telling. And actually the name Grace of No Age was intended to let women know that no matter your age, you can just be gracious. And the whole idea is about aging gracefully. So how it came to me, before I explain more the project, is I'm a very active person. I've always been into sports, and I'm also a Pilates instructor. And during the first stages of the pandemic, when we were in total lockdown, we couldn't barely leave the house, only an hour to go shopping groceries and around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I was home. I was on my own. My partner, Steve, he was in Melbourne. He went to visit family. He got stuck there in January. He couldn't make it back for like 7 months. So
Yeah.
everything was new. And now we kind of got used to the situation. But at the beginning, it was like, what do you mean I can't go out? What do you mean I can't take my car and go to the beach? So it was very hard on me. And I was alone at home. And a friend of mine asked me to record some videos, some Pilates videos for a magazine. And so I did it, I didn't have much to do. And then when I watched the videos, I've always been thin and trim. I watched that video and I went like, oh my God, who's this woman? It's like, because I was living on pajamas and yoga pants. Said like, so I put on like 4 kilos, which is not a lot, but I'm kind of short. So you could tell. And I was like, what is this? And then I went like, okay, I haven't been doing much different. So maybe I'm perimenopause. Maybe I'm just putting on weight because it's the time when it happens. And I wasn't happy with it, obviously. So I thought like, I've got to do something about it. So I started reading and I realized I knew nothing about it. And I thought, what if I have to learn about this, what if I just get involved with other people that know more than me, other women,
Yes.
and together we can figure it out. So I have like a community of women around the world that can bring in the knowledge. And doing my research, I realized that there was a lot. The truth is there's a lot about perimenopause and menopause. And basically it's blogs, which are like personal blogs, and there are medical blogs, there are pharmaceutical blogs. But I couldn't find anyone that created a community, even though obviously there are plenty of attempts, but someone who really managed to gather a group of women together that would be just sharing their knowledge in first person from their own experiences, non-professional writers, people with other professions. And so I started working on it. And first I started reaching out to friends and saying, look, I've got this idea. Would you just like to write for me? And for this, for the bigger good of the international women community. And yeah, some of them said yes. Emma, who was in Emma Blitz, that was in your show recently.
Yes.
And she's a good friend in Melbourne. She said, yeah, I'll do that. You know, she's a nutritionist. She's a 50 something. So she was the right person to help. And then I started reaching out to other people that could help me find people where I didn't know anyone that could match my target of writer, of ambassador. And the whole idea was that I didn't want only to get like Western white privileged women on board. I wanted everyone on board, like from, you know, Black ladies to Indian ladies to people in South America, like Latino, because I wanted every woman that reached out to our blog to find herself in there and say, yeah, this is for me. It's not just only a blondie blue eyes in there, so this is for someone else. So that was massive work, but I managed. And at the moment, I think we're 25, 26 ambassadors from all over the world, from if you start in Hawaii and you just cross the globe all the way to New Zealand. We have women everywhere. There are countries where I still haven't had the opportunity to reach, but I'm still working on that.
So what are the, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sorry for, excuse me for interrupting. So what is the age group?
Yes, so I would say from 40, 45 plus. But truth is, some women might start feeling the symptoms of aging or of perimenopause earlier. Could happen from 35. And we actually, when I look at the statistics of our blog, I find that a lot of women in that age range, 35 to 45, just reach out to us. And I like to clarify here, if I may, that Grace of No Age is not a blog only about perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. That's just one hot topic we cover, but it's definitely about getting all those tips in your life about nutrition, about exercise, about mental health, about being connected to what matters to you, to music, to arts, to whatever is important that makes you live a healthy life, no matter what age you have. Because then when you just get to the stage that you start like, oh, I'm getting some wrinkles, I'm putting on some weight, which I lost, by the way, so I can give tips on
right.
Yeah. I was like, this is not gonna happen. Yeah, sorry?
You feel better? How do you feel now?
Oh, I feel better. I mean, it wasn't a disaster, you know, but I wasn't happy with it. But as soon as I could start moving, because now we have complete freedom here. So, and I started changing a little bit my diet. I have to say it was harder than when I was 20. I would just skip a couple days dinner and that would be it. It was harder. And really, we're talking here 3-4 kilos, which is nothing. But yeah, I got them out of the way. We're about to enter summer here, so I'm ready for my bikini, which feels good. And so anyways, back to what I was saying, Grace of No Age, it's about aging gracefully, no matter what age you are at. And if you check our blog, you'll realize the articles that the ambassadors write, they are about multiple topics. It could even be how to organize my closet in a way that it doesn't overwhelm me, just for an example, or how to stay strong at any age, why exercising matters, and you don't have to stop exercising when you reach 50 because it doesn't matter anymore, or what foods are good at this stage because you need to compensate the level of estrogens that your body is stopping to produce, blah, blah, blah. So really the variety of topics is massive. And I think most ladies will find that it's useful. And the main thing is they'll feel like there's this group of ambassadors that we call goddesses. And later on, I can explain why if you want me to.
Yeah, sure.
And they are the ones to inspire these ladies and say, okay, you know, I did it. I'm here. I'm good. I've got this. You can do it too. So don't despair just because women, men in the street stop whistling at you every time you walk past, you know, like actually we have an ambassador that talks about the invisible gender of women after 40. So just feel good. Grace of No Age is about feeling happy, healthy, and strong from within. Disregard the fact that your body will be changing along the way because it's just natural, you know. Kids grow up and then they become teenagers and then they become adults and then it goes down. So it's just a natural path, rhythm of life, and you shouldn't be ashamed or feel bad. You should just embrace who you are, the way you look, and be happy with that because you're still happy, strong, and some kind of still looking forward to doing many things, not just because your life is over, right?
That's lovely. Thank you. So, and that's a very important message, right? I think that you are passing on through your blogs.
Yes, yes. Because talking to women, I realized that as they age, they start feeling alone. They start feeling that people don't understand them, especially in this case when they get some perimenopause symptoms, which, you know, you might get suddenly, you might feel like you want to trash your house, you know, or you feel depressed, or you just cry because someone say, hello, you look beautiful today at the supermarket, because your hormones are all over the place. And that's hard to explain to your children, to your partner, to just, you know, it's like, I'm not going crazy, you know, something is happening with me that really I have not much control over. But we do. The truth is we do, to some extent. If we take care of ourselves, our mental health, our physical health, we take care of our nutrition. There are plenty of studies that suggest if you've led a healthy life, not lots of alcohol, if you don't smoke, your symptoms would be just not so hard to handle. So we're trying to get people to embrace this, to understand what's coming, because my experience just talking to women is that women don't think about it at all until they start obsessing about it. It's like from white to black, there is nothing in between. It's like, oh, you know, sometimes I talk to people, say, oh, this is not for me, you know, I'm not perimenopause. I say, well, you are not now, but you'd better start learning about what's coming so you're prepared and you can just go through it happily and with less impact in your lives.
So I think there's a little bit of a lag between the two conversations. So it may sound like I'm butting in. Can you hear me?
Perfectly, yeah.
Moon, can you hear me? Yep, okay. All right, sorry to interrupt. So there are plenty of blogs out there for women and perhaps about the same topic. Why is yours different and why does it set it apart from others?
Yeah, that's a great question. And somehow I introduce it a bit. So what's the difference? The difference is like, this is not my blog. I just came up with the idea. This is the 26 ambassadors that I have on board project, because it couldn't have been possible without them. Same that it couldn't have been possible without our investor and our editor and people that help. But really the difference is like, it's not me writing about everything, because I don't know about everything. In truth, I don't know much about anything. You know, I'm just the person who put it together. So instead of being a pharmaceutical lab talking about it, or just one person, which are plenty of projects, and some of them I have to say they are amazing. I'm not trying to disregard them. This is not my voice. It's the voice of 25 women, or 26. Sorry, sometimes I lose count because it's sometimes we go up and down, we get new people, some people will need to leave, talking about whatever they want, because I give my ambassadors the freedom to talk about any topic they want, as long as they find a way to relate it to women, and somehow it's going to help women to learn something there, or to feel better about something there. So it's the personal voice of real people from different places in the world, expressing their feelings or sharing their knowledge. And that's new. That's our unique value. There's not another project like this in the market, because obviously being a marketer myself, I did my homework and I benchmark what was out there. And so that's the difference, you know, and we intend to create a community, a sisterhood. I want women around the world to know that all these sisters, which are the goddesses of the project, are there for them to listen and to just share. And we're always open to, you know, any doubts they have. So one goddess or the other, depending on their area of expertise, will be able to reply. So
Yeah,
that's what sets it apart. Totally.
sounds amazing.
Thank you.
And it's a really great brainchild of yours. What an inspiration you are. So,
Yeah.
Moon, how
Yes.
can I help you grow your project?
You are doing it already, so thank you very much.
You're
You are
welcome.
doing it by giving me the opportunity to share what this project is about with whoever is out there listening today or watching us today, or might watch this video later on. And so, yeah, you can help us through that. You can help us connecting with us from now on, maybe just reading our blog and sharing whatever articles you think that, you know, your audience can be interested in, and basically being one of our ambassadors, if you want, just being out there spreading the word and letting others know that Grace of Knowledge is there for them, and that we are just waiting to know more from them, so we can inspire them, we can help them, and they can help us and inspire us. Because this is it's not, you know, one way, it's both ways. We need to learn from women so we know how to serve them better.
Yeah.
So
So
basically,
you're welcoming feedback, correct?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are.
Okay, so I can certainly help you by spreading the word, and you're welcome to pop it onto your links onto Inspired Woman TV. I'll pop it into the chat box after the show as well. And if you want to, I have a business page called Inspired Woman's Business. You can post something there as well, and we can have a chat about how we can help you grow, or how we can help you, you know, spread the word some more with posting different things on the page as well. So that would be really great. So is there any wisdom that you'd like to share with the women who are watching or who will be watching the recording?
Yeah, sure. Why not? If you let me talk, I can talk. Trust me.
Sure. We
So
only
yeah,
have a few minutes, so that's why I had to interrupt all the time. Otherwise, I could let you talk all the time.
I'll be quick. So I'm going to go back to the topic of goddesses, why the
Sure.
ambassadors, Grace of Knowledge, are goddesses. And this comes from the idea, and I'll be brave, don't worry, that, you know, that behind every brand, there needs to be story. And I was looking for something that inspired the project, again, being a brander, you know, that's what I do. And I find out that there's this goddess called Heve. in the Olympus, the Greek Olympus, and she was the one in charge of serving the wine to the other gods and goddesses to give them eternal youth. So I thought, this is our goddess, you know, so I'm going to call my ambassadors. Ambassador is a name that's been used and overused, goddesses. And we are going to try to provide eternal youth to our readers, to people connecting with us, not in the sense that you're just going to look pretty forever, because that's not going to happen. And if someone wants to just do some work with Botox, whatever, it's not that we don't agree, but we just want every woman to feel like they're a goddess within, because all women are. And I think as we grow older, we're wiser and we're even prettier, you know, because years just gives you the experience and the knowledge of say, yeah, you know, that's not so important. I'm not going to get stressed about that, you know. So what I want to share with women is that they should feel like goddesses, because we all are. And as we grow older, we should embrace that even better. And instead of saying, oh, you know, I'm going to be 55 this year, this is awful. What about saying, wow, I'm going to be 55 this year. Look at me. I look gorgeous. And it's another year that I'm alive. So embrace it.
Yes, great idea. Great tip.
So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, any other wisdom?
No, just
Okay,
just
all right.
stay
So
happy.
so for women, I'd love to hear some more about it. So where can people know more about the project? Where can they find you if they want to have a look at some of the blogs? Where can
Okay.
they sign up to on your social media channel or on your on a website? Please share that with us.
So if they go to our website, which is graceofnoage.com, you know, altogether, graceofnoage.com, on the top right corner, they'll find all the links to our social media. So they can find everything in there. And we have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram group page, sorry. And then we have a private Instagram group, which you need to, you know, these ones that you have to just ask permission to join. And that's specific for menopause. That's called No Pause at Menopause. Okay. And we made it private so people can women can share without feeling judged. There's no judgment in our page. You know, if someone ever tried, which no one ever did so far, I would just get rid of that person, because we want it to be a safe arena where women can share without feeling that someone will be judging them. And then we have Pinterest. We're about to open a YouTube channel, so we can just put up interviews like this one. But basically, graceofnoage.com, they'll find everything in there.
Lovely. Thank you so much. So I'll definitely be jumping onto your Instagram to join up there. So that would be great. I look forward to staying. I look
Thank
forward
you for the opportunity, and I am really pleased to have been here. Thank you, Ruth.
So welcome. I'd like to stay connected and see how I'll go and check out some of your blogs too, and hopefully learn something from it. So thank you so much.
I hope so. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I want to say again, thank you so much for tuning in to Inspired Women TV, the live on Saturday night. It's been a pleasure having you here. If you're watching the live, for any viewers watching the live, I hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you who are watching the replay, please enjoy it. Be inspired by what Moon has to share, and please connect with her at her website graceofnoage.com or on her social media channels, Grace of No Age, and her Instagram as well. If you'd like to be featured on Inspired Women TV, either Saturday Night Live or as a recording, please get in touch at inspiredwomantv.com. I'm your host, Ruth Stutkin, and I'd be happy to welcome you as a guest. If you'd like to be a viewer, please connect with us at Inspired Women TV with Ruth Stutkin on Facebook or on YouTube. Join the channel. Have a great day or evening wherever you are, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Love you. Bye-bye for now. Mwah. Okay, let's stop this live right now. Let's have a look where we are.
I think you're still live.
I don't think so.
Okay. It just says live on the top, live on Facebook.
Let's have a look. It's just from the beginning now. Just gonna get out and back into, can you see me?
No, well, I see a photo of you.
Yep, okay.
You.
Now?
Now, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have
But
to
in the top left corner, I still see live in Facebook, on Facebook. So I'm not sure about that.
Do you still see live on there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look.
So,
I thought
hey,
I pressed.
there.
Look. That's when you use a different computer.